Just a few days ago, we got our first hints at what to expect from GTA Online's final Heist DLC to be coming later this year, and with us in the middle of November, we are probably less than a month away from this update coming in. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about how to prepare in advance for what is likely to be one of the last huge updates to come to GTA Online, and how to make sure your GTA Online character is well prepared in advance to get on top of this update the day it comes out, whenever that ends up happening in December. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. So, starting us off, as we all know, every single big DLC update often requires setup, and a lot of it. Now, by setup, I don't just mean completing missions to unlock different properties and tools that you'll probably use in the heist, but you'll definitely be needing a lot of extra money just to be able to get the chance to start off the intro missions. And with how long Rockstar has been taking to finish this DLC, if I'm being optimistic, I'm really expecting this one to have enough content to keep us busy for a while. In other words, maybe 3 weeks if we're lucky. Now, I know what you're thinking. Having money is an obvious necessity when it comes to new DLC, but how much exactly is a safe amount to have in the bank come December when this update is supposed to come out? Well, let's take a look at some past big DLCs to come to GTA Online and how much those costed at the time in order to take part in. The last DLC that came to GTA Online that I'd compare this update to be likely similar to was probably the Diamond Casino Heist that came out in December of 2019. Now, when that update dropped, all you really had to do was own an arcade, which at the very cheapest costed a little over 1.5 million for the arcade out in Grapeseed. But this is without upgrades. Now, with upgrades and choosing a bit of a better location for your arcade, you're easily looking at spending between 2 to 4 million GTA Online dollars on just your arcade to begin the casino high setup missions. Now, I know that 2 to 4 million isn't really much these days in GTA Online, but with the ban waves and account resets that hit GTA Online earlier this year, I'm sure there's quite a few people on GTA Online that might not have this type of money sitting around and may need to grind out some motorcycle businesses a bit just to make sure they have enough money in the bank come December. So if you're one of those people, use the next 2 to 3 weeks to make sure you're safe. I'd consider holding about 5 to 6 million to really be the optimal amount of money to keep come time the DLC drops, just so you can make sure you get the best location for wherever the new properties open up, and you can get all the additional customization options you like, because we all know how much Rockstar likes to charge just to change the color of the walls of a building. Now that we've gotten the main issue out of the way, let's take a look at what we might exactly be purchasing to play this big heist. Now, if you haven't seen my last video, I covered the first of what are expected to be 4 weeks of changes to come to GTA Online, and so far there has been some construction work going on around the side of the casino. Now, I'm very much hoping, as much as everybody else, that we don't end up getting a Casino Heist Part 2, so from this update, what I'm guessing is that the casino may play a role in the final heist, but I'm really hoping it's in a new location like the Mile High Club building or someplace else that hasn't been discovered yet in GTA Online, since Los Santos does still have quite a bit of unexplored real estate that Rockstar can still cover. Now, what I'm expecting to see is that we are likely going to have to purchase a property just to get started on these heists and their setup missions, and if they're in a new type of property like the arcade was, you can easily expect to drop a few million on that alone. This seems to be Rockstar's strategy with the new DLC, as seen with the casino heist and the Doomsday heist and the bunkers. Aside from purchasing the new property that comes with this update, I'd recommend having access to either a Night Shark or an Insurgent pickup custom, as these can prove to be really helpful in setup missions, especially if they're full of NPCs with ridiculous headshot aimbots. Now, unfortunately, these properties don't really bring much value, besides giving you access to play these heists and sometimes letting you purchase special vehicles like the Avenger and the Bunker. But this is just a type of paywall we're going to have to accept if we want to play the new heists. Now, aside from having the capital to purchase these properties and vehicles, the last thing I'd recommend that I see most people not using these days is to have a proper heist outfit set up. And by that, I mean a completely armored outfit that you can have saved and completely switch into using the in-game menu. If you don't have this outfit, I can't say how important enough and useful these really prove to be, especially if you're a lower level player, simply because of the fact that you have a smaller health pool than higher level players do. Using super heavy armor is a good tool, but making sure you have an outfit saved with the heavy utility vest and the bulletproof helmet, both of which can be purchased in any clothing store in the game, actually makes a huge difference in the amount of damage you can take and can be the difference between getting one shot. The outfit you can see on my character right now is exactly what you want to have saved, so if you haven't already, go and set this outfit up for yourself and make sure you save it in your outfits. Now, at this point, I think we've pretty much covered the main basis for the next heist and how to be prepared for the update when it comes. And as Rockstar continues to drop small updates in GTA Online until the final DLC drops, I will continue to cover these in the case there are the new details that may hint at what we can expect to see with the final update. So, if you want to see that, definitely make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell to know when I drop those videos. Aside from that, if this tutorial was helpful for you guys, definitely press the like button and let me know in the comments if you want to see more tutorials like this from me for GTA Online. If you made it to the end of the videos, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, it's been Nick Plays Games, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!